Thank you.
Elaine, so this is your, of course, World Championships, the first 100 since Jamaican trials, all right? What's it like out here? It's chilly.
I am pleased with my time. I got to see the best 11 seconds. It's all about the time, not winning. It's a part of my preparation for next year. My first half wasn't the best, so I didn't stop. I continued to work and just to put myself in a good spot for next year, not to just start wait until the season ends. Just come out here getting some races until for next year.
And talking about next year, you've made a lot of changes, specifically, of course, coaching. What was kind of behind that decision, and how is it going the past couple of weeks?
Well, they're gonna make plans and changes for preparation for your future, and I think having other people coming in and help me to be where I'm at, I think it's a good pleasure to have a team at the gym work. So I'm looking forward for the future to come and what it has in store for me. So I'm just going to stay positive, stay focused and motivated, and just continue the season, not to expect the fast time, but to have a nice season best to close off.
Can I ask, you said like having people come in, is it like your husband is coaching and having someone else is like kind of...
He's still a part of my group, so that doesn't change.
There you go. And like you said, your start wasn't as great, but your second half, you still have that strong second half. How are you kind of building on your race plan to hopefully get back on top in Paris?
Well, the start is not great because I have not done any races such a long while, and I think muscle memory is not back yet. I just have to keep on working on that. This is my first race, this is my trials. I didn't expect the best, but just to get in the race and to get that couple off, but I know further on I get it to work on, and more races get you ready, and it'll come.
And mentally, how have you been able to adjust to not being in top shape this year, and knowing fully well you always do well at Olympic Games, Rio, in Tokyo, and now Paris next year? How are you preparing towards it?
Honestly, it was really hard. The fact that I did not make my debut spot at my FIFA champion. I cried for 2 weeks. I didn't want to finish. But my husband pushed me to continue, because if I stop, I'd have to go back early and I have a lot to do. So I decided to just continue to come out here. I changed the mindset. A champion, I always have a positive and strong mindset. But I'm a warrior. It's not bad to cry. It's not that bad to be in pain. But I think I brushed it off. I cannot dwell on the past. And here am I, and I see the best. I know one is a time will get me to where I'm at, so where I want to be. So I think patience and time for me is the most thing that I'm using now, and to believe in myself.
And you picked up a silver medal at the World Champs. Can you talk to us about the camaraderie amongst the team, you and Brianna and Shelley, and how was it like competing with them, not individually but as a team?
It was a pleasure for me being a part of the squad. When it comes down to relay, we have that chemistry and that bond, and it's like a bonus medal to go home. And even though myself and Brianna wasn't a part of the individual squad, we still managed to get a medal to go home with, and that puts a big smile on our face, and to keep us motivated. I think everybody will have the same story. I think my story will be a big motivation for the younger boys and girls. And it's not about winning all the time. Makes a good story. It's the obstacles and struggles that you have been through to be the champion and to be a great person. I think for me, I would just continue to tell my story and have younger boys and girls to, I can inspire them to be the person that they want to be, and never say never, because what the future holds for you.
I'm just curious, like you said, you've got a lot of support, and you're no stranger to bouncing back, right? 2017, 2019 didn't go your way, but bounced back for the Olympics. Can you talk a little bit more about that support system that's helped you through the ups and downs to get back?
My grandmother, I have to give her all the praise. Whenever I call her, she always makes me feel so comfortable, so good, overjoyed. Like, if I'm down, I just pick up the phone. I was like, Grandma, my foot is not giving me the service I want. I should keep on praying. And, she motivates me. But I have a strong team behind me, my friends, my family, my husband, and everybody who wants to see me great. My fans on the internet, even though some may have a lot of negative to say, but my grandmother always told me, don't watch the market nice. So I just block out all of that. And I think I'm used to being people talk negative, because when you're down, you will not hear a word from anybody. When you're on the top, you hear a lot of comments, whether it's good or bad. So in this sport, or in this, I would say, a celebrity field, you have to know how to handle pressure, handle negative things and things that you hear. But if you do it like that, it will beat you down. And I try not to let negative stuff bothers me. I like to use them as a motivation and to, be back, because whatever you say, I want to prove you wrong. So I'm that type of girl.
And I just have one other question. Throughout your entire career, you still have a lot more to go. But I'm curious if you have like one maybe moment that you really feel is like, this was like a defining moment, whether it's like 2015, right, your first medal, or maybe it is, your double Olympics in Rio or Tokyo. Do you have like one that's like, this was it for me, this was like a big thing for me?
I would say Tokyo, because I was actually injured twice in that year, and I came third at the trials, 100 and 200. So I didn't go to the championship with a mindset of defending the championship. It's like he was there, but he's not there. I was like, I started telling myself I need to defend my title, not know that I can do it. So I started to write down things that I want to achieve. I want to run 10.5, I want to run 21 this, not knowing I would go there and win my double. So I think sometimes, you want to do good, but have your expectation there, but not expecting anything. And I think I went there not expecting nothing, but in the brain I want to win my title. I didn't put any pressure on myself, so I went there just to compete and to go to the rounds safely. And it just happened, But every year I said to myself, Olympic season, I have my little struggles, but I bounce back. When I come on to World Championship, I have the struggles, but I don't bounce back. And I'm like, what the hell? It's like I'm Olympic baby, but I prayed about it, I manifest. And I just continue to just believe, and I know hopefully 2025 I can, go to Tokyo and to have my first title.
Want to read in another language?